Parietti. I love camping, but not everyone in my family feels the same way. Well, this year, our family's non-campers starting school 2 weeks before me. So I asked my dad if he would take me and my little sister Luisa camping. He said yes. So we packed up a tent and sleeping bags in this minivan and drove west. It was a last-minute road trip, so I started calling it the accidental road trip. "12 hours later, we arrived at Badlands National Park in South Dakota and set up our tent. On our first day, we drove from Missouri to Badlands National Park, and this is our campsite. We drove for 12 hours.
Come on, let's go to the Ranger program.
Welcome to Badlands. We made a quick trip to Mount Rushmore.
Come on, let's go to Mount Rushmore. Washington and Jefferson, Roosevelt and Lincoln.
Then we took a tour of Wind Cave National Park. Next, we drove over to Wyoming to see Devil's Tower. That was really cool. Well, this is Devil's Tower, Wyoming, USA.
Hurry up! Of course we needed supplies, so we stopped at Walmart.
The next day, we drove through Montana and reached the north entrance of Yellowstone.
Welcome to Yellowstone.
It's a really cool place.
We made it! We're finally in Yellowstone!
We had to drive through most of the park just to reach our campsite at Grant Village.
We're in the scenic route of Yellowstone.
All along the way, we saw wildlife. There he goes a-groaning. 3, 2, 1, go. $6.89. The next day, we watched Old Faithful version. We're at Old Faithful and it's about to go. It was crowded. And kind of predictable. But it was worth it. Well, that lived up to expectations. After that, we hiked above Grand Prismatic Spring.
Prismatic Springs.
And then to Fairy Falls and Imperial Guide. It was pretty far, but totally worth it. This is a bubbling geyser in Yellowstone.
You don't want to fall in there. It's pretty bubbly.
This thing keeps right on going. It was time to find our next campsite, so we drove to Madison Campground. When we got to Madison, we met the Robinson and Tripp families from Bozeman, Montana. We swam in the Madison River, we rode their bikes, and told scary stories around the campfire.
Wait, just put it in the water and wait for it to go in. Thank you!
we did some exploring in the Lamar Valley and the Yellowstone Canyon.
Another boat. This has been the best view of the whole trip.
Great view of the Yellowstone River. I'm on top of the world. And then we went back to the river with our Montana friends. The next day, our friends had to return home, but before they left, we hung out in the Boiling and Gardner rivers. The Boiling River can burn you, so you have to be careful.
This is the Gardner and the Boiling River. Gardner River, Boiling River. Yellowstone River Valley.
After several days in Yellowstone, it was time to head for Grand Teton.
Who would ever want to leave a place like this?
We're leaving Yellowstone and headed for Grand Teton. After pitching our tent, we went exploring.
Come on, let's go down to the river. This is the ice-cold river in Teton National Park.
Man, it's hot. Time for the lacrosse treatment.
This is Phelps Lake. Look at the view.
I'm Lucas Parietti, and this is Grand Teton, Phelps Lake.
Jackson Lake 2018.
The mountains at Grand Teton are awesome. So are the animals. Finally, it was time to drive all the way home.
That's a wrap. We're leaving Grand Teton National Park.
It took 2 whole days. Although this was an accidental road trip, it turned out great.